Very good. He's calling Allah by way of that individual. Ahsant, a good point, barakallah. What was the first one, Aba Asma? Very good. He's calling upon the individual, slaughtering for the individual, making vow for the individual, meaning doing acts of worship for the individual, or for whatever he's taken as his intermediary between him and Allah. Shaykh Salih al-Fawzaan Hafidhah, he said that this action is batil, is falsehood. And it is an innovation in this religion. He said it is an innovation in this religion that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala never ever authorized. And it is a mean that will be leading to that which is shirk. It is a mean, it is a lead to that which is shirk. Wal-iyadhu billah. Now, wal-muta'akhirun?
والمتأخرون لا يقتصرون على جعل الوسائط مجرد وسائط لا يصرفون لها شيئا من العبادة.
He mentioned that the muta'akhirun, meaning not the first generation, right? Because the first generation we understand the issue. But amma the muta'akhirun, meaning the latter generation of the mushriks, بمعنى الذين ينتسبون إلى الإسلام, those who they claim that they are upon Islam. Right? They claim that they are upon Islam. They are not limiting themselves. They are not limiting themselves على جعل وسائط مجرد الوسائط, not to just take them as intermediary. They are not limiting themselves as just taking them as intermediaries. He mentioned, meaning by not giving to them or directing to them act of worship. بل
الغالب أنهم يعبدونها وينذرون ويذبحون لها كما يفعلون عند الأضرحة فيتبركون بترابها وأعتابها ويحجون إليها في أوقات معينة.
So he mentioned حفظه بل الغالب, but the majority of them, what do? The majority of them, وَالْعِيَاذُ بِاللَّهِ, يَعْبُدُونَهَا, they will worship them. They will worship them. They will be vowing for them. They will be slaughtering for them. And they will be, barakallahu fikum, as that you find them doing in those tombs or those grave sites. And they are seeking the barakah by way of the dirt of those adriha. And subhanallah al-azim, akhi, we were raised seeing these things. When a person will go to the grave of his sheikh, far distance, and when he come, he'll bring about some sand. And when he come, what he'll do with the sand is this. He will put it in a bottle of water. He will put it in a bottle of water, and he will call all his family members, and he will give them to drink from it. And not only they will drink from it, but they will wash their hands and their faces with it. Seeking what? The barakah of that dirt that was barakallah fikum in those tombs, in those grave sites. Not only that, taken from the bricks or the cinder blocks. Right? The cinder blocks or the bricks that they build those things, they will be even taken from that. As you find people today, they doing. They want to take those cloth, that the curtain of the Kaaba, they want to cut it in pieces. To do what with it? To do what with it though? What ubudiyah that have? The cloth. Akhi, remember what Umar ibn al-Khattab mentioned to the Hajaratul Aswad? ماذا قال? He said, if I didn't see the Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam kissing you, I will not kiss you. You not nothing but a stone. You're nothing but a stone. You don't have no harm, no, you don't bring no good, you don't harm nothing. But akhi, you find people taking their babies, rubbing them on the Kaaba, trying to cut the curtains of the Kaaba to do what? To bring it. Akhi, some people, one of the brothers that went to Hajj told us this, that some people, what they do, they don't find no dirt in the haram. What they do, no sand, they will wipe the dirt. They will take a cloth, the hutra or whatever the cloth, and they will wipe it on the thing. So when they come, they will soak it in water, and they will do the exact same thing. Now this is the hal, this is the situation that the Muslims today, and this is the what? The majority of the Muslims, wal-iyadhu billah. Naam. And they will be sitting around it or gathering together around those grave sites. And they will be bringing about flocks of sheep, meaning flocks of herds of animals. And they will be slaughtering it in the premises of the grave site or of the tombs. And they are only doing it to be seeking nearness with the person in the grave. Akhi, this guy every year, he will carry out, akhi, millions of animals. He will go in all those areas in Mali, Mauritania, and for them just to reach the place where they're going to slaughter it, it might take some time, month. And all of that, they're going to bring it on that specific day that they are celebrating for their Shaykh. That's why when I say that these are the things that, alhamdulillah, it's like we reading this, but we see in the picture. It's like we reading these lines, these words, but it's like this is exactly as the Shaykh has seen it, just like how we seen it. Barakallahu al-Jami'ah. Bringing flocks, herds of animals, camel, sheep, goats, you name it. Bringing all of that to do what? To slaughter it in the name of the Shaykh. Seeking nearness with the Shaykh. And wallahi, this is exactly what they say. Yarhamukallah. They say, the Shaykh say, whoever slaughter anything for him in that day, before the next year, you will see increase in you. They will say, the Shaykh say, give me an egg. Next year, you will give me a chicken. Give me one goat. Next year, you will have enough to buy 2 or 3 goats. And the people, they believe this. Look at what the tricks of the shaitan. And the shaitan, فَزَيَّنَ لَهُمُ الشَّيْطَانِ إِيش أَعْمَالَهُم. And he is taking them away from the path of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Now the person is seeing, right, some increase in his what? In his worldly life, in his wealth. In his wealth he's seeing increase, but not knowing that this is the what? The talbisul iblis. That this is, barakallahu fikum, that which shaitan is establishing him, roping him, just to get him deeper and deeper and deeper in shirk and kufr. Deeper and deeper in kufr. Na'am, Muhammad. Allah yahfadhka. Hafidhahullah wa ra'a.
When he sent Khalid ibn Walid to break
right, the idols, the asnam, yes.
So he saw
with Ali radiyallahu anhu.
Allahu
Akbar.
So an elderly woman. So, and she was trying to, to push him away, from breaking that. And that was a shaitan. And Shaykh Fawzaan said, don't think that they're worshipping those stones.
La, bila shak wala rayb. Without a doubt. 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 And the shaitan never ceased to do that. Remember the advice he gave them. To what? To what? What did the shaitan, what advice the shaitan gave to the Quraysh? Barakallahu fikum. He showed them how to kill him. Meaning, what is the mean that they can come up with to kill the Prophet without nobody to be blamed? Very good. That take a strong person for every single tribe, 7 of them. Take the most, right? And then let everybody hit one. Now who killed him? So the shaitan will never ever, barakallahu fikum. As he mentioned, what? Inni lakuma nasihun amin. This is what he come to you with, like, I'm a good advisor to you. I'm a very trustworthy advisor to you. I got you. And then this is something that barakallahu fikum. Know that the shaitan, yawm al-qiyamati, will disavow anyone that followed him. كمثل الشيطان إذ قال للإنسان اكفر فلما كفر قال إني بريء منك. And what he said after? إني أخاف الله. Huh? This is clear in the Quran. Very clear in the Quran. Like the example of the shaitan. When he told the son of Adam, disbelieve in Allah. When he say to the insan, to the human being, disbelieve. فَلَمَّا كَفَرَ. And when the human being disbelieved, he say what? إِنِّي بَرِيءٌ مِّنْكَ. I ain't got none to do with you. But you on your own. I don't have none to do with you. So Allah has indicated to us the methodology of the shaitan. He has also indicated to us what methodology to follow. Inna shaitana aduwwun lakum fattakhidhuhu aduwwa. The shaitan is indeed your enemy, so take him as such. So how are you going to take your enemy as your friend? How's you going to take your enemy as your counselor? How are you going to take your... But that's a batil concept. That's a batil concept. Ain't no success into that. It's only attached to failure. Naam. Ash? There is a shirk, of course, without a doubt. Naam. Kammil ya Ustaz. Jazakallah khair. And he mentioned that Hafidhahullah, Shaykh al-Fawzaan, he say that the people that are the grave worshippers, right, they think, right, that those people in the graves, they have the ability to gain them, to reach them, to give them nearness with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And likewise they have the mean to convey their needs to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They have a way to what? To convey their needs to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. When you have these tombs or these shrines, akhi, you'll be very amazed of what you will find in it. People will write a letter for the person that is in the grave. A letter. They can't reach him because it's a lot of people, millions of people around making the tawaf. They will write a note like this, right? Write a note like a letter and throw it in it. Thinking what? That this person in the grave, the person, the dead one that is in the grave, he has the ability to do what? To open the letter, read it, and then say, okay, I'll take care of your situation. Abshir. Allahu Akbar. If you haven't seen this, you will say, man, this is not realistic. If you haven't seen it, you will think that this is, maybe we are in a la-la land. But seriously, just like the Shaykh Hafidhahullah is saying it, this is miya bil miya how it is happening. Next point, inshallah, and we'll move on. I'm listening.
Well, two things. One is, this is like similar to the Christians when they go to the grave of their deceased one, they'll talk to them as if they know their situation. And they'll say, I know you're looking down, I know you're going to take care of me, things like this. And then also, one of our brothers just got back from Senegal, Omar, and he said that the graves now, he went to the cemetery, and it's like a neighborhood. They're building the tombs like houses, windows, doors.
Haven't we studied Masailul Jahiliyyah? How about AC? How about having AC unit in the grave? How about chandeliers in the graves? How about plasterizing the walls, painting the walls, building the tomb like a one-bedroom apartment? I won't be surprised if they have bathroom in there. I won't be. Akhi, what you need the AC in a tomb for, Khalil? Ash? Huh? Ustaz, what the AC got to do in a tomb? AC unit. Blasting. Allah al-Musta'an.